Hi everyone, and thank you for joining me for your strength training today. You're gonna need two things, a set of dumbbells and a mat for comfort if you want it for our core work at the very end. But to warm up, you just need a little bit of space and to come and join me in this warm up. So I wanna start by doing a nice big shoulder roll. Now pay attention to your shoulder roll because I want you to think about the chest being lifted, the shoulders being open as you come around in this shoulder roll. And that's because we want to find that more athletic position to go through our workout today. Let's switch that, roll the other way. Good. Reset that and stand nice and tall. Bring your feet just slightly wider than hip width apart. We're going to start with a bit of a modified squat. So it is not a big range of motion. I just want you to tilt and come down a little closer to the floor before standing back up again. We're trying to get our hips, knees, and ankles to work in tandem. Don't go too big yet. Don't worry. You'll have lots of time to challenge this movement a little later on. Good. Let's do a couple more right here. Last one, and then stand it up nice and tall again. Good. I want you to think about scooping your hands up in front of your shoulders and then pulling them back down. Scooping upward and pulling back down. Kind of trying to wake up that bicep. Hint, hint. We'll have time to perfect this later too. Standing nice and tall. We're not going to let that athletic posture go. Scoop and push away. Let's do that one more time. Good. Reset. Stand tall. Another preview coming at you. Hinge forward just a little bit. Long spine. And I want you to think about squeezing your elbows up behind you and then lowering back down. Pull and squeeze. It's like there's magnets pulling your elbows together behind your back before you reset back down. Good. One more here. Setting that down and standing nice and tall. Awesome job. Look, we're going to bring our arm to create a 90-degree angle. And from here, I want you to lift your elbow wide and then bring it back down. We're just going to come as high as the shoulder and right back down. So I want you to think squeeze to lift, squeeze to pull back in. Standing tall and not losing that posture. Nice work. Good, give me one more here. And then lower that back down. Reset one more time. This time I need you to plant your feet. And I need you to bring your hands from shoulder height up to the ceiling and back down to shoulder. Again, I want you to pretend like you're having to push through the air to get to the top and then pull down through some resistance to get back down to the bottom. Now, good news, you now know all of the movements that we're gonna do in the biggest part of this workout. So shake it out and do me a favor, grab your weights. Because we're about to get into this with a little bit of weight this time. We're gonna start with those squats that we did in the warm-up. It's gonna look like this. You're gonna give me 2 nice squats, and then you're gonna give me a little pulse before you stand up. So grab those weights, stand tall. It's time. 2 squats. 1, 2. Now this time, get to the bottom of your squat and add a little pulse before you stand up. Squat, squat. Here's your pulse. Now do this at your own pace. Once you get the feel for it, you may want to change up and go a little quicker, or you may want to stay in this nice, slow, controlled range of motion. You do what you need to with each one of these intervals. Keeping that chest lifted. And remember that bottom pulse is down in the bottom half of that range of motion. All right, you've got some time to rest. You can set those down, shake out your grip. Remember we worked on that warming up of the bicep? Yep, that's where we're going next. It looks like this. Same concept we just did with our squats, where we're gonna have 2 full curls And then you're gonna come up to the bottom, pulse, and go back down. You ready for that? Shoulders back, core tight, reset. 2, full range. Now 1, bottom half pulse. Good, go again. Once you get the feel for it, you go at your own pace. But make sure you're kind of stopping in that mid-range, mid to low range. I want you to pay attention to your shoulders. Where are they? Are they forward? No, of course they're not. You know that we stand like this when we're working out. We stand tall, we stand strong. Nice work, you've got 5 seconds left. And it's time to rest. Set those down, shake it out. We're gonna move along. The next thing we're going to do, same movement in that we have 2 full and then that pulse. But this time, we're gonna do that row. So that's the one we did in the warm-up where we hinged and we pulled our elbows behind. It looks like this. You're gonna squeeze, squeeze, and then you're gonna stay in the top half this time for that pulse. Join me. Here we go. Squeeze, squeeze. Now get to the top and stay there with a little pulse. Nice job. Try to look just in front of you. Don't look at your toes. Don't let the back round. Again, choose your pace, but try to make sure you can really squeeze at the top. Take your time at that top range of motion. You've got about 10 seconds left here. Do what you can. Hang out here for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Well done. We move along. Next up, just like we did in our warm-up, we're going to be lifting that elbow wide. Yes? Yes, of course. We start this movement with that 90-degree angle, and our elbow lifts. Again, this pulse happens in the top range of motion. You ready? Stand proud. Here we go. Lift, lift, get to the top, and pulse. Good. Now, if 2 weights in this movement feels a little intense, I'll show you the secret. Do 1 at a time. Stay right here, pulse it out, and then switch to the other side. You choose where you need to go. But don't forget that pulse. That's the fun part, right? Good, stand tall. Get to that top range. We're almost there. Shake that out. Well done. So if you were paying attention to our warm-up, we finished off with that overhead press. So we're gonna shoot to the top twice, and then our pulse is gonna be chin to forehead. Sounds wonderful, I know. 10 seconds till go time. Get your weights, stand up tall, find that strong posture. Now bring those weights up to your shoulder, open up those arms. We're going overhead right here. Now target from chin to forehead for that pulse. Up, up, chin to forehead. Good. Now going overhead is not your cup of tea today. That's okay too. You're gonna stay right here. Try not to let those elbows start to sag. We wanna keep a strong open posture, whichever one you're working on. About 10 seconds left here. Do what you can. 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that down. Shake it out. You've got an extra long rest here. Right now, I want you to think about releasing and letting everything go. Give that a nice shake out. Don't put your weights too far away. We're not done with them yet. Just let everything go. In 10 seconds, you can go grab some water. You've got some time, got an extra long rest. So right here is your reset. Whatever you need to do, grab some water, towel off, get a lighter set of weights if you need to, but we're gonna join back into this same group of exercises in 20 seconds. So do what you gotta do. Get mentally prepped to go back to those squats. So we've got 10 seconds. Let's pick up those weights. Reset that posture. 2 full range squats in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lower and lift. And then remember that bottom half pulse is right here. Now your range of motion, maybe about to the knees, right here. Or if you're comfortable, push a little further down. Your workout, and you know what feels right for you. Got 20 seconds left here. Challenge that range of motion if you can. 10 seconds. Chest is proud. Don't let it cave here. Stay strong. 3, 2, 1. Just set those right down. Shake it out. Curls. Full range. Bottom half. You know what to do. Give it a shake out and get ready to come back to work. Yes? Pick them up. Standing up nice and tall, I want you to reset so that your shoulders aren't here. They're here. Underhand grip. Full range in 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Lift. Now when I say full range, it doesn't need to come all the way to the shoulder, all right? Just kind of in front of the shoulder is where we want to go. Right here. Bottom half pulse stays nice and strong. Try not to let your upper body get involved. Only the arms are moving right now, which means your core is holding on tight to keep the rest of your body from sort of swinging around. 3, 2, 1. Take a rest. After curls, we have those rows. So you can give yourself a bit of a grip rest, shake it out. And remember that we hinge forward for these rows, really squeezing that upper back. Think good posture. Those are the muscles that we're working with this. So, you know what to do. Hinge it forward. Long arms. In 3, 2, 1. Here we go. Squeeze. Squeeze. Get to that top half and pulse. Nice work. Take your time on this one. I want you to really hold at the top and feel that upper back working really hard. Elbows pull a little closer together each time. Nice work. Got about 15 seconds left here, so do what you can. Long spine, strong body for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Those shoulders, they're coming up next. Now I know shoulders is tough, so remember those options of doing one side at a time. Let it go. Take your rest. Enjoy it, because it's almost time to go to work again. You ready? Grab those weights. So this is where we start at that 90-degree angle, and we come out to the side. 2 full range. Let's go. Lift and lower. Here's that pulse. Get up to shoulder height and just a little pulse. Option right here, but don't forget that pulse. Make sure you do the other side. Keeping that body really tall. I know as we get fatigued, we kind of want to do this. Fight against that. That's it. You've got 10 seconds left. Keep that nice big range of motion. 3, 2, 1. Okay, shake that out. Overhead presses next. Grip break. Remember, pushing here, and then that pulse is chin to forehead. All right? All right, let's get through this. Stand nice and tall. Bring those hands up to the shoulder and then open them wide and get ready in 3, 2, 1. Full range, here we go. Up, up. Now, chin to forehead. Go again. So look, this is something we don't want to see. I need you to really engage your core. Stand tall. Push through the entire spine and don't let it lean backward. We want this to be the strength that holds these arms up. Good, keep going. Elbow comes nice and wide on the bottom part of this. 3, 2, 1. Nicely done. Okay, set that down. You get that extra long rest again, and we're gonna move along to a bit of a core portion. So you're gonna need something comfortable, and we are gonna start with one weight. So you can set the other aside. We're done with it. Keep this one close by. Now I'm going to grab some cushioning for my knees for the first 2, and then I wanna be able to lay down on it for our last exercise. So come on down here. Take a second, bring those shoulders back, and elongate through the core. I know we're tired, and we kind of want to sit like this. We're not going to do that. Nice and tall. I need you to come in to a tabletop position. So that means my knees are under my hips, and my shoulder is over my wrist. See how this weight's right here? I am going to reach over, grab that weight, and pull it across. And I'm going to squeeze right here. Join me. Reach and pull across. Reach and pull across. Now you might be thinking, what is this doing? What we're doing is we are squeezing our lower abdominals. So as I lift this hand, I have to work from right here to not let my hips shift. So before you lift that hand, squeeze all of your muscles around your spine, keep everything square to the floor, and then move that weight. If you want to take it to the next level, you can actually lift the weight and set it down. You're going to feel your lower abdominals engage a little bit more on that lift. If you need to take it to the next level, lift up your knees and then try and do it. It's not easy. We're going to go back into child's pose in 3, 2, 1. Take a second right here. Go back into that child's pose. And then come forward again into that same tabletop. You can say goodbye to that weight. I am going to reach one hand forward and extend the opposite leg behind. So come with me right here. And our goal is the same. I'm not going to let my hips open up or shift side to side. Everything stays square to the ground. Reach, reset. Next level, bring it off the ground. You do whichever one works best for you. I have great news though. In 15 seconds, we're gonna lay on our back. Keep this nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Come on over here. This is your last minute of work. I want you to reach your hands straight up to the ceiling and lay it back down. Straight up to the ceiling and lay it back down. Our goal with this one is to get our shoulder blades up off the mat. So I want you to think about there's something up there that you're reaching for and it is straight above your head. Tighten, brace everything around your whole spine. Pull it all in and reach. It's not a big movement, It's just enough to get those shoulder blades up off the mat. Squeeze through here. We've got 20 seconds left. If you need the support behind your head, bring it right here. Think about your nose going straight to the ceiling. Up. Hang in there for 10 more seconds. 3, 2, 1. Let it go, because that's it. You made it. You are done. But while we're here, why don't you bring both your knees in towards your chest, right here. Just a nice gentle hug in towards the chest, and a gentle rock back and forth, just allowing that low back to release. Good. Dropping one foot down to the ground, you can lift the other leg up. Gently hold on around the calf. And if you have a little bit more flexibility, you can hold on closer to the foot. But you should just feel a nice gentle stretch through the back of the leg. Setting that down and switching to the other side. Gentle stretch through the back side of the leg. Set that down. Open up your arms and then draw a nice big arch all the way up to the ceiling. Switch them over and bring them down. Just let it relax right here. This time we're going to go the reverse, so stretching all the way up to the ceiling. Bring those hands down to the ground. Good. And now using momentum, however you need to, I want you to throw your hands towards your legs. Add a little kick if you want to come all the way up to a seated position. And you are done. Thank you so much for joining me, and I hope that I'm going to see you again really soon.